What's going on? This is Alex with Metastophicles Gaming, bringing you another 6 booster draft boosters of the Brothers War. Last, couple packs we've opened have been pretty decent. Not sure what to expect from these. I think we had one pack that had 3 rares in it, one in the retro slot, one in the foil slot, and then one for the standard rare, so that was pretty cool to see. I doubt we'll have that luck again within this same box, but here's to hoping. Let's just hope we can pull something cool out of these, something usable. I think there's a couple cards in here that I need for a deck that I'm building. I could use a Llanowar Wastes. I know it's not an expensive card, but I have these packs, so pulling it out of here would be nice compared to going and buying it. But let's go ahead and get into these and see what we can pull. Alright, so we got pack number 1 here. Okay, we start off with a foil energy refractor. And then a Burnished Heart in the retro frame there. A Felden Ronom Excavator as the rare. So this one is a 2/2 with haste. Can't block, and whenever it's dealt damage, exile that many cards from the top of your library. Choose one of them until the end of turn. You may play that card. So, interesting. Loran, Disciple of History. So, I think these two both have a Of the Third Path card in this. I don't know if they're both in this set. I know the Loran is. Loran, however you say that. So, that's a decent card. I know I have one of those in my Elish Norn deck for the ETB trigger, but curious if, maybe we can pull another one of those. I do like that card. It's useful. We do pull a Springleaf Drum as the retro, and Titania's Command, 6 mana for a choose 2. Exile target player's graveyard. You gain 1 life for each card exiled this way. Search your library for up to 2 land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle. Create 2/2 green bear creature tokens. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. So, still a lot of mana, 6 mana, but it's also green, so, usually you can cheat those things out pretty quickly with some good ramp and, searching for forests and whatnot, so I guess that's not too bad to have to pay. 6 mana for that. I didn't know that they had token inserts in these packs, but it seems pretty useless to me. A Jaloom Tome for the retro frame card here, and then we get the Mightstone and Weakstone. So that's one of those merge cards. Is that what it's called? Merging? Melds. Okay. So you meld this with Urza, Lord Protector, and then you get that, big boy Planeswalker. So pretty cool. I don't think I've actually seen that big Planeswalker version, based on what's on the back of there. We can pull that up real quick and just take a look. So, when the Mightstone and Weakstone enters the battlefield, choose one. Draw 2 cards. Target creature gets -5/-5 until end of turn. And then this taps to add 2 colorless mana to your mana pool. This mana can't be spent to cast non-artifact spells. And then obviously this has the bottom of the Planeswalker, which is where all the meat is. So you may activate the loyalty abilities of Urza, Planeswalker, twice each turn rather than only once. +2 artifact, instant, and sorcery spells you cast this turn cost 2 less to cast. You gain 2 life. +1, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. 0, create 2 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature tokens. -3, exile target non-land permanent. And -10, artifacts and planeswalkers you control gain indestructible until end of turn. Destroy all non-land permanents. It comes in with 7 counters, so that seems fairly easy to get up to that 10, which is, you know, seems rather powerful, but I don't even actually know how you meld a card. So if anybody wants to drop that down below, I'm sure I could go look it up as well, but I don't actually know what that means. If there's a cost on the, you know, the top of the back there that you have to pay that top cost, no idea. So we actually get a Saheeli Filigree Master in here. We get a Planeswalker. So this is 2, a red and a blue. And then enters the battlefield with 3 loyalty counters. +1 ability is scry 1. You may tap an untapped artifact you control. If you do, draw a card. -2, create 2 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature tokens with flying. They gain haste until end of turn. And -4, you get an emblem with artifact creatures you control get +1/+1, and artifact spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. That actually seems pretty decent to me. The emblem ability, you know, only being 1 more counter than she comes into play with is definitely pretty good. Because, you know, who doesn't like to make their artifacts bigger and cost less? Not sure how much playability that thing has. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use it. I don't necessarily play in large groups of people, so it's possible that I just have missed it. I've probably bumped the camera 5 times during this video. We get a Millstone and a Gixian Puppeteer, which is a 4/3. We get a 4/3 Phyrexian Warlock. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. When Gixian Puppeteer dies, return another target creature card with a mana value of 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So this seems pretty decent ability there. Gnawing Vermin. Obliterating Bolt. And a 3rd Path Savant. So commons, uncommons. I think out of this set, one card I would definitely like to get is Gix, Yawgmoth Praetor, because he's a Praetor and I'm trying to build a Praetor deck. So we get a Mirel, Shield of Argive, 3/4 for 4. During your turn, your opponents can't cast spells or abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. When Mirel, Shield of Argive attacks, create X 1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature tokens, where X is the number of soldiers you control. So that seems pretty good if you're going with a soldier tribal deck. Things could get out of hand really quickly. I would love to see that work. I don't think that would be necessarily... I don't know. Would you use that as a commander? I don't feel like it's powerful enough to be a commander, but I could be wrong. Let me know what you think about that card in the comments. Mirel, Shield of Argive. I think it looks pretty cool. Definitely like the art on that card. But that'll do it for today's video. So if you enjoyed it, drop a like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.